First Super Bowl halftime show you directed
was
was
Michael Jackson in 1993. That happened because in 1992, the halftime shows were not much at Super Bowls.
They say records are meant to be broken, but when it comes to Michael Jackson, some of his records may never be touched. From mind-blowing concert numbers to sales figures that seem impossible, MJ didn't just set records, he shattered them. And trust me, you won't believe number one. Michael Jackson wasn't just an entertainer, he was a phenomenon. His talent, vision, and dedication made him the most awarded and recognized artist in history. But while most people know about his chart-topping hits and iconic performances, very few know the insane world records he still holds to this day. Today, we're counting down the 10 most unbelievable world records Michael Jackson still holds. Some of these will blow your mind, and one in particular might make you question if anyone will ever surpass him. Let's dive in. Number 10. The most successful entertainer of all time. Let's start with a record that cements MJ's legacy like no other. In 2006, Guinness World Records officially named Michael Jackson the most successful entertainer of all time. Why? Because no other artist in history had accomplished what he did, and the numbers back it up. Jackson sold an estimated 1 billion records worldwide, a feat that remains unrivaled. He holds the record as the most awarded artist in history, with over 800 awards to his name.
In the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, the American Music Awards presents Michael Jackson with this year's Artist of the Century Award.
Entertainment and culture remains unmatched, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Number 9. Best-selling album of all time, Thriller. You knew this one was coming. Thriller isn't just an album, it's a cultural phenomenon, a once-in-a-lifetime masterpiece that shattered every record in its path. Released in 1982, it didn't just sell, it dominated. With over 100 million copies sold worldwide, Thriller remains the best-selling album of all time. It spent an astonishing 37 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200, an achievement unheard of in today's music industry. At the time, it broke every record in music history, setting a benchmark so high that no artist has ever surpassed it. To put it in perspective, modern artists struggle to sell even 10 million albums, while Michael Jackson effortlessly surpassed 100 million with a single project. Thriller didn't just change music, it redefined what was possible. Number 8. Most expensive music video ever. Michael Jackson wasn't just about breaking sales records, he revolutionized the art of music videos. Always pushing boundaries, he spared no expense when it came to delivering cinematic experiences. His 1995 hit Scream, a visually stunning collaboration with his sister Janet, still holds the Guinness World Record for the most expensive music video ever produced, with a jaw-dropping $7 million budget. Everything about Scream was next level. Futuristic set designs, cutting-edge CGI effects, and high-end fashion, all coming together under the direction of Mark Romanek to create a video that felt more like a Hollywood blockbuster than a typical music clip. For perspective, most music videos today are made for under $500,000. But MJ? He wasn't just making music videos. He was crafting history. Number 7. Largest audience for a music video premiere, Black or White. Michael Jackson didn't just release music videos, he turned them into global events. On November 14th, 1991, when Black or White premiered, the world stopped to watch. It wasn't just a release, it was a historic moment that captivated audiences across the globe. The video debuted simultaneously in 27 countries, reaching an unprecedented 500 million viewers at the same time. This made it the most watched music video debut in history, a record that remains untouched. No artist today has ever pulled off something of this scale. MJ didn't just dominate the charts, he shut down television networks worldwide and proved once again why he was the greatest entertainer the world has ever seen. Number 6, highest paid endorsement deal, Pepsi. Michael Jackson wasn't just a musician, he was a marketing powerhouse. In 1983, he made history by signing a record-breaking $5 million endorsement deal with Pepsi, the biggest deal of its kind at the time. This partnership led to the legendary 1984 Pepsi commercials and the iconic Pepsi Generation campaign, which further cemented MJ's status as the most influential entertainer in the world. But Pepsi didn't stop there. Recognizing his unmatched star power, They came back in 1991 with an even bigger offer, $10 million to collaborate once again. To put this into perspective, at a time when no artist had ever received such massive brand deals, Michael Jackson was setting new standards. Even today, top artists struggle to land deals of this magnitude. Yet MJ was doing it decades ago, proving once again why he was in a league of his own. Number 5. Most expensive tour in history. History World Tour. Michael Jackson's History World Tour, 1996 to 1997, wasn't just a concert tour, it was a global phenomenon. With a staggering production cost of over $100 million, it remains the most expensive tour ever produced, setting a new benchmark in live entertainment. Spanning 82 shows across 5 continents, the tour drew an unbelievable 4.5 million fans, making it one of the highest attended tours in history. But beyond the numbers, the sheer spectacle of history was unmatched. Giant statues of MJ were floated down rivers. Entire cities came to a standstill, and the stage production was beyond anything the world had ever seen. Michael Jackson didn't just put on concerts. He created once-in-a-lifetime experiences, proving yet again why he was and always will be the greatest entertainer the world has ever known. Number 4. Largest TV audience for a Super Bowl halftime show. Michael Jackson's Super Bowl halftime show, the performance that changed everything. When Michael Jackson took the stage at Super Bowl 27 in 1993, he didn't just perform, he made history. His electrifying show was watched by an unbelievable 133.4 million people live, setting a new standard for halftime entertainment. For the first time ever, TV ratings actually went up during halftime, something that had never happened before. Until then, halftime performances were just filler. But after MJ's iconic show, the Super Bowl halftime became a must-watch event, turning it into the spectacle it is today. Since that night, every Super Bowl halftime show has tried to recreate that magic. But let's be real, none have ever come close. Michael Jackson didn't just raise the bar, he defined what a halftime show should be. Number 3. Most sold-out shows at Wembley Stadium. In 1988, Michael Jackson achieved something no other artist had ever done. He played 7 consecutive sold-out shows at Wembley Stadium, selling a record-breaking 504,000 tickets. Every single ticket sold out in minutes, with over 72,000 fans packing the stadium for each show. This wasn't just a concert series, it was a historic event. To this day, no solo artist has ever broken this record, proving the level of demand for MJ was unlike anything the world had seen. Michael Jackson didn't just sell out shows, he created once-in-a-lifetime experiences that fans still talk about decades later. His legacy isn't just about numbers, it's about moments that can never be replicated. Number 2. Most awards won by any artist in history. No artist in history has ever been more awarded than Michael Jackson. His unmatched achievements include a staggering 834 awards, proving his dominance in the music industry and beyond. 39 Guinness World Records, the most for any artist. 13 Grammy Awards, spanning multiple categories and decades. 26 American Music Awards, the most by any male artist. No one even comes close to these numbers. Michael Jackson didn't just win, he dominated, setting records that remain untouched to this day. His influence, talent, and impact were so monumental that no artist before or after has ever reached his level of success. Number 1. The biggest deal in music history, Sony ATV catalog. Michael Jackson wasn't just a musical genius. He was a business mastermind. In 1985, he made one of the smartest deals in music history by purchasing the Beatles' music catalog for just $47.5 million. At the time, many questioned the move, but MJ saw the long-term value. Years later, Sony bought half of the catalog from him, and in 2016, his estate sold the remaining share for a staggering $750 million. What started as a $47.5 million investment turned into nearly $1 billion, cementing the greatest business move by any musician ever. While others were focused on short-term gains, Michael Jackson played the long game and won. Michael Jackson was more than just an artist. He was a once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon. These 10 world records aren't just numbers, they are proof of his unparalleled legacy. His influence on music, dance, fashion, and culture continues to shape generations, and his records stand as monuments to his greatness. Even years after his passing, his music still dominates charts, his impact is felt worldwide, and his legend only grows stronger. Artists come and go, but Michael Jackson? He remains the king. And no one, no matter how famous, can ever truly replace him. So the question is, which of these records do you think will never be broken? Let us know in the comments.